okay? The European people, the majority of European countries, they're peace-loving countries also. They are not born for war, except some World War I. World War II started by one or two countries, crazy people. But most European countries, including their leaders, even if they are bad, they don't want war. Nobody wants to make war. So they are not in the mentality to fight to death with you, like your citizens right now, or since the beginning of the war. They don't have such an interest to put all they have in war. And without that fighting mentality, like what your country has right now, they can't win. They can't win. And you'll be left alone. And then your country will be gone. And that will be the most sorrowful, painful thing for you to live with until the day you die. After 3 years of war, how much suffering already. And now Europe wants to show their strength and to show that they are your friends, better than the Americans. How long can they support you? So think about that. Also, you can't blame them, as the Europeans just took a breath from a war, rebuilding their lands and enjoying their prosperity in peace. It is not fair for them to sacrifice their lives, to be forced into war, just because someone else wanted it. One man's pride is nothing compared to the whole country's wellness and world peace. So please, reconsider. Make friends with President Trump. Make him know your sincerity and do sign the contract that you initially agreed to. Do not turn away from that contract of that peace deal. Okay? If you continue to work with the Americans, and Americans have interest in and business with your country, that means Russia will more likely leave your country alone. They wouldn't dare to make war with America. Please consider that. It's my humble opinion, but it's logical. Please consider. Please forget yourself. Even if you are a president and you're a hero of the country, and I even offer you the Shining World Award for bravery, because I admire your courage and your passion to protect your country. But even then, we are nothing, President Zelensky, we are nothing. We're born with nothing, we'll die with nothing. We just have to live for others. Doesn't matter how much trouble, how much damage is done to our pride, okay? Or could be our ego even. The bigger a position we have, the more humble we should be, especially in times of need, when we must forget our pride to serve others, to save the lives of those who are dear and precious to us. So please, be a great man. Control the pride, control the ego. Just think of your country and peace in the world. Please, please, for all the children, for all the weak, innocent, fragile women in your country and in Russia. Please, be better than your enemy. Be something great that your children will admire, that your countrymen will be grateful for, and be a good son of God, good child of God. God never wants any war. So you are a child of God, one of the children of God. Please make peace. And one thing, I beg both of you and all of you, the leaders in the world, please, please immediately install a system for veganism. Destroy all the slaughterhouses in the world where all killing, war is going on every second of peace life in this world. Every little butcher knife falling down on any animal people, that is a knife to chop away peace in this world. It might not be immediately, but it will build up and make war again. So please, Your Excellency, great President Trump, Your Excellency, brave President Zelensky of Ureign, I call your country, please make peace with each other in the world and make peace with the animal people. They are, many animal people, are saintly beings. They're practicing yogis, bringing peace and love into this world. You can see all that from all the documents about animal people, how they help each other, even different species, how they rescue humans in dangerous situations, forgetting their own lives. Many of their examples, it should be a shame for humans to look and cannot even copy. Be great men. Be greater than a great president. Be a hero for all, not just for your citizens, not only for your fellow world people, but for other species as well, for animal people as well, and for the forest as well. Protect the world citizens, protect the animal citizens, protect the forest citizens, who give nothing but goodness to us. Be great men. Be greater than a great president. Be a hero for all, not just for your citizens, not only for your fellow world people, but for other species as well, for animal people as well, and for the forests as well. Protect the world citizens, protect the animal citizens, protect the forest citizens, who give nothing but goodness to us. Without animal people, what would this world be? Without the forest, without the ocean, what would this world be? But we are ruining the oceans by killing their citizens, by killing the citizens of the water kingdom. And we ruin the forest, the jungle, by killing the trees, which give us oxygen to live on. Without oxygen, we can't live. Without the forest, the trees, we will be grasping for breath, and we might die. Without the oceans, which give 50% of the oxygen for our world, we will also be short of air, and we will die, all of us. So please make peace, and make peace also by vegan regulations for the world citizens to follow. You can do it. You are in a strong position. You are leaders of nations. What you talk, people will listen. If you talk with your passion, with your true interest to protect their lives and their families, their children, and protect the world from disappearing. If people don't change their way of life, there will be more disasters than you have witnessed so far, and more pandemics than you have suffered by COVID-19. Trust me, I have no gain in telling you all this, just perhaps more danger. I have to live in a wilderness now, also because I have to protect my safety, because the things I talk, the things I do, which are with utmost interest in helping other people and helping the poor innocent animal people in the forest and the ocean, but it doesn't bring me anything good except risk to my life from fanatic people, even fanatic religious so-called believers, and some of the powerful religious leaders and organizations. So I gain nothing from telling you, great leaders of the world, all this. Please, please help. Help to protect this planet. Help to protect your citizens. Help to protect the innocent, harmless animal people. Help to protect the forests. All of these are saving the planet, saving your life, your family's life, your children's life. The ocean, the animal people, the forest, the trees are our benefactors. The ocean, forests, animal people All of these are the beautiful kingdoms next to our kingdom, helping us tremendously. Without their loving energy, we probably would have been gone already. The planet probably would have been ruined, or at least our humans would have died already. Without the ocean, fish people, you don't have any oxygen. You don't have any agent to absorb all the CO2 and even methane. Without oceans, without forests, we're dead. And immediately, as if thousands of atom bombs have been dropped on our world. So please think about all this. No personal pride, not even about just one country's interest. Do it all for the world's sake. And you live in this world, not just for other people, you see? And thank you very much. If you ever listen to my talk, I beg God to protect you, your countries, and your personal good, your loved ones, your interests. May all be well for all of you, the leaders of the world, especially American President Trump and President Zelensky of Ukraine. And now for President Putin, please make peace or you will go to hell and no chance ever to get out. I mean it. You know I don't lie. In several hells you will endure tremendous suffering, dying but never can die, being burned alive non-stop, including war hell, where you will be chased, stabbed, shot, for example, relentlessly, without any way to escape it, even for 1 second. For Putin to change, to turn around, to be leader of peace. And all of you are the leaders in the world to support peace in any way you can. Amen. I might have missed some points in my talk because there are too many to mention anyway. I also don't want to bore you, but if it's important and if I remember again, I will tell you another time. President Zelensky, Your Excellency, with all due respect for the European leaders and you and your country, I have to say that again, don't rely only on European allies to support you, because they will be also exhausted one day. They also don't have such a, I told you already, they don't have such a passion to fight, because they have been used to peace for a long time now. Their countries are good. They have enough, sufficient financial support and food and everything for themselves. But if they have to be involved in war, all that will be gradually or even abruptly ended. Even to make weapons, that can't be forever. Sort of material is one thing, and manpower too. They don't have the heart to want to plunge themselves into war. You could see that in the beginning already. Isn't that funny to you? That Russia have posted 200,000 soldiers at your border already. And even America warned you at the last moment that Putin will make war in your country in 24 hours. And nobody did anything, including your own. You didn't bring the soldiers at the border to prevent them from coming in. It seemed like a surprise to everybody. But the surprise lasted for 2 months. That is too much. I don't know where you were. Where were your people? Where were your soldiers? Huh? They already ate up Crimea, not like they didn't do anything. They already chewed away, at Donetsk, for example. And they are standing next to your border, 200,000 strong with equipment and everything. And your country, your leader, your army did nothing to stop it. At least you show it. Maybe you couldn't win because you're weak or something, but at least you show that you don't want it, that you're ready to fight. No, nobody at the border. And even in Snake Island, just maybe a handful of soldiers there, left alone there. And this is the border point as well, you know, a strategic point. You didn't even do anything. You left them alone there, so the Russians came and just captured them all, even though they had such an admirable spirit. They did not beg the Russians or anything. They even swear to reply to the Russians who told them to surrender. They didn't surrender. They even replied to them with all courage and dignity.
Ну все. Нахуй тоже надо.
На всякий случай.
Huh? Nobody was there to help them. Just a handful of soldiers in a small remote island, which is very important to the security of Ukraine. Well, maybe I don't know much. Tell me. You write to me, tell me that I'm wrong. I didn't know much about your country. I just had to look at the map and say everything from the strategic point of view. And that's one thing. That's the first thing. And the second thing, when the tanks of the Russians were already in your land, on the highway, queuing up for miles long already, stuck there because one of the front tanks was kaput, having a problem and could not continue. So the whole queue of tanks stood together on the highway, open for everybody to see. A reporter somewhere took those photographs and videos. But what did you do? Nothing. Huh? Could have done something there when they were stuck in that kind of stagnant position. Wasn't it easier to eliminate them or at least to fight or to do something? No, nothing. They just stood there. And later somebody reported maybe some of the Russian drivers of the tanks in the front didn't want the war, didn't want to go further, so they made their tanks kaput, made their tanks not run anymore. And I think it's correct. Because not all Russians are having the heart to kill. Russian people are humans just like you, like your country's citizens. They're just driven, forced to fight. Otherwise they would die, and their family will be punished also. That's why they probably thought of how to stop the war. Russian people are humans just like you, like your country's citizens. They're just driven, forced to fight. Otherwise they would die, and their family will be punished also. That's why they probably thought of how to stop the war.
This was the moment Pavel Filatov cut ties with Russia, tearing up his military ID and Russian passport, flushing them down a toilet in an airport bathroom in Paris. A few weeks later, this former paratrooper met with us to tell his story and share his disgust with the military he's risking everything to expose.
И у меня постоянно стала возникать мысль навязчивая, что
I kept thinking obsessively that literally, if I survived, I would do everything to stop it, to change something.
Filatov was part of a military regiment that invaded Kherson, Ukraine in the early hours of February 24th. But even just a day before the equipment rolled in, he said soldiers were being misled about why they were there.
Our regiment commander made us line up and said, "Stop spreading gossip. Stop calling home talking nonsense. I'm telling you, there are 3 more days of training and then you'll all be home."
He said he only realized Russia was attacking Ukraine after an order came down for his unit to destroy a bridge. In a manifesto he later posted to social media, he described the disarray on the battlefield, a Russian military equipped with patriotism instead of good training, support, and modern technology. He wrote some soldiers began to shoot themselves to get the government money and get out of this hell.
But I say this, Russia has now been captured by some kind of mafia.
We were not told anything but march forward. The commander just told, "You are going there." We were going in a column. When we started to cross the border, I asked the commander, "Why are we doing this?" He answered me to shut up. I didn't know that I was going to Ukraine. They deceived me. We were told that we would go there and come back. They told us that we will go into the fields, set up tents and live there. We didn't ride deep into Ukraine when we were hit. My car blew up and I was pushed out of it with the explosion wave. We became captives in the town. We didn't shoot back. We became captives in the town. We didn't shoot back. We laid our weapons at once. We were deceived and sent to war like cannon fodder. I didn't think that I will have to kill someone. I knew nothing. I was afraid. We are being sent to war like cannon fodder. Everyone gets shot at once. We were going in a column and almost everyone in it dies. I didn't want to fight. I wanted to live. I will say that Ukrainian military are nice guys. They did not hit me and gave me food. For what? Everywhere here live peaceful people and no one wants war. No one attacked Russia and I don't understand what they want from this war, etc.
But your country's army, you yourself as leader, was doing nothing. Even if you lose, symbolically fight or make a negotiation or something or else, nothing. So at some point in some areas, the ordinary Ukrainian citizens with empty hands went on the street and told the Russian soldiers to go home. And the whole Europe was silent, that you could drop a pin and hear it. So now you're going to rely on Europe and forsake America? You can afford that? Even all this time, 3 years long, if America wasn't there, you'd already be gone, President. Even though you're brave, you're courageous, and you love your country, your family, your people, you'd be gone already. If in one piece, then you're lucky. For 3 years long, you have become a great hero. Your people love and obey each and every of your commands with so much respect. But don't get used to this mighty position and power and make it a habit to expect all you meet to treat you the same way. President Trump is not one of your subordinates. He is the commander-in-chief of the most powerful nation on earth. Remember that when you have the chance to see him again. As for now, your country needs him. You need him. So please, forsake your pride. Forsake your leader type in war that you're used to for 3 years. Think logically. Check all the facts before you omit President Trump's suggestion from your peacemaking list. You must work with him. You must. M-U-S-T. You must work with President Trump. He's the one you can trust. Well, at least compared to Putin. It's not my country. You are not my president. Your people are not my relatives, friends, nothing. But I cannot help but feel pain, as if their pain is my pain. That's why I'm defending myself right now also. I'm not giving you advice for free, just because of your country only. It's for myself. I have the right to defend myself, to protect myself from pain. Related pain for your country, from the war in your country. I have pain because the Russian people are dying. I have pain because the Ukrainian people are dying and suffering every day also. Even if they went to another country and other countries opened the door for them, some countries didn't. They had to return to your country, humiliated, exhausted, running short of whatever money savings they have while fleeing the war. Is it fun? No, huh? And thousands of children are being kidnapped to Russia, leaving their parents drying up with tears, and leaving the children confused, suffering, lacking of love and the familiar surroundings of their own country. Is all this fun? So if you just argue with the strongest president, the strongest country in the world, and if you win, is it good? Will you be proud of it? So please, think logically, be humble. I know you won't like me if I say all this, but I have to. It's just for my self-defense. How about that, huh? You don't have to think anything bigger than that. Just my self-defense, because I'm in pain every day, as long as the war is still there. Even Syria just recently had a change of governments, of leaders, and they still now make friends with all the countries in the world, including all parties in their governments, and pro-Western, pro-America. Not pro-Putin. So just 3 years only, you still can make it. 12 years long, the war in Syria still was won. Russia can protect you? No. Did Europe protect Syria? No. Maybe they tried symbolically, not strong enough. So the president of Syria, even though it's not all his fault, he's done nothing wrong, had to flee. But to where? To Russia. Even though it seems that the country was peaceful before. At least people have peace enough to live and have everything enough. The government took good care of people, or as good as they can, comparatively speaking, from other countries. But you see, Russia was there all this time. Couldn't protect the president of that country, couldn't protect that country. And Europe, nearby, couldn't protect that country either. Couldn't protect the president, who was supposed to be their ally. So learn from all that. President Zelensky, with all due respect, protect your country by logic, by wisdom, by experience, by lessons from other countries, war and peace. Not protect your pride. Even if you were right in your opinion, no, you were right to have your pride, cast it all aside. Peace is the most important right now. You and President Trump both want peace. So work toward that, okay? As long as your family, your country, your government doesn't do anything opposed to it, go for it. Thank you very much, sir. May God bless you all the time. Protect you and your family and your country. Amen. Now I want to tell the Taiwanese people, recently you have had a lot of terrible disasters, even out of time, out of season. And big brother China is threatening to eat up your country alive.
When a magnitude 7.4 earthquake struck Taiwan's southern Hualien County a year ago,
the biggest storm to hit Taiwan in nearly 30 years.
So please listen here. I have taught you the life-saving method, liberating method, not just in this lifetime, but the next life as well. So you can go back to your true home, to your true country. Treasure it, practice it, appreciate it, thank God for it. And do not always call upon me to protect your country. I do the best I can already, believe me. Otherwise, your country would have gone under the sea. Not to talk about war with China. I'm telling you this, not because I love to talk or anything, but because I love peace. I don't want the blood of your brotherly citizens spilled on your own fertile land or on Chinese fertile land. The land is for people to live, to cultivate food and necessities or medicine to help you live long, happy and healthy, not to spill blood on it. God will never forgive. Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, saints, masters never can bless your country if too much blood is spilled on it. Even animal people's blood will destroy many merits that your country has. The country has a favorable veganism trend, which is even famous in the international media. Yes.
etc.
You should be proud of it. They list your country as vegan-friendly, one of the most vegan-friendly, one of the few vegan-friendly countries. They list Taipei as favorable for veganism, for vegan restaurants. They list as vegan food and all kinds of things like that. It's very favorable for Taiwan. What they wrote what they write and what they will write on social media, for example. So be proud, keep it going, raise it up to the top. Maybe be the first and only country that is all vegan in the whole world. Imagine the honor you will have, huh? Now I want to tell the Taiwanese people, recently you have had a lot of terrible disasters, even out of time, out of season. And big brother China is threatening to eat up your country alive. Please listen here. I have taught you the life-saving method, liberating method, not just in this lifetime, but the next life as well. So you can go back to your true home, to your true country. Treasure it, practice it, appreciate it. Thank God for it. The country has a favorable veganism trend, which is even famous in the international media. Yes, you should be proud of it. So be proud, keep it going, raise it up to the top. Maybe be the first and only country that is all vegan in the whole world. Imagine the honor you will have, huh? And for that, how can China or any bigger country or any bigger power even come and oppress you? If you're good, virtuous, moral, compassionate, all heavens will be there for you. So please continue the virtuous way, the benevolent way that I have shown you. I made an example for you, and many other things I do in private for your country that you have never known, that I could not even tell you. But believe me, I love Taiwan, and I appreciate all the kindness, generosity, and support that you gave me over the years. Just sometimes I have to leave because your country makes blunders or denies me or blemishes my name. Coupled with all the killing of the animal people every day. That once I told you well already, I lived in a remote area and the river next to my house every day was bloody red because of the killing on the upper side of the river. And that was only one river that I saw. Actually, it's not a river, sorry, it's a kind of a big stream, you know. The water was running very full and clear in some pockets. But the whole river was red every day. Whenever I come out, it was red because of killing non-stop. Imagine if you are those animal people mercilessly imprisoned in a small crate that you could not turn around even when you have babies. And then brutally your throat is cut while you're still kicking and gasping for breath. Imagine if it's you. And you know they have feelings. And you know they have love. You know they are innocent. They protect each other. They love their children, just like you do. Imagine if somebody kills you or treats you like that. Would you like it? Whatever you don't like. Your religion, your ancient masters tell you what you don't like, don't do it to others. It's very simple to live your life. Don't do to others what you don't want to be done to you. All religions tell you that. All the ancient masters of China told you that. Not to talk about other masters in other countries as well.
Don't do unto others what you don't want done unto you. NHዔC, Book 12, Chapter 2. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. NHዔC, Book 15, Chapter 24.
There is a Tao for gaining the hearts of the people, together with them, amass for them those things that you would desire, and do not impose upon them the things you would hate. Mencius, Lilu, Book 4, Part A. He who knows others is wise. He who knows himself is enlightened. Tao Te Ching, Chapter 33.
Treat those who are good with goodness, and also treat those who are not good with goodness. Thus goodness is attained. Be honest to those who are honest, and be also honest to those who are not honest. Thus honesty is attained. Tao Te Ching, Chapter 49.
etc.
China was originally, traditionally, a religious country that respected monks and nuns and masters and the Zen tradition. But it's just talk now. You have to practice what you learn, practice what is good, and abort what is bad. Very simple. Do what is good, abort what is bad. Not abort your children. All of you, the citizens in the world, are you human or not? Even animal people, you call them beasts. Even in war, if you are maybe in war and in a desperate situation, you can't feed your children and maybe you have that excuse. But in peaceful countries, in powerful countries, even like America, who has all kinds of Asians to take care of unwanted babies, and many countries want to adopt your children because they are beautiful. But no, you have to kill your baby, your children, your own blood. What are you? Ask yourself. Don't blame the war. You make war with your own blood, your own children. How can this kind of energy not bust into war? And don't think that America is all that safe. If you continue to do this, war will be upon you. Maybe not a big war, but a small war. Yeah, don't even blame the terrorists. You push them to do it. Inside, nobody can prove it. But I know it. Whatever we do, the consequences will come back to us. So stop this baby war every day. 70 plus million children die every year. I think I read it maybe just in America alone. Imagine that, huh? Would you like it if your mother did that to you? Huh? Tear you into pieces in her own womb and flush you out like under a toilet. Excuse me, my unelegant language, but I don't know what else I can tell you so that you understand. I hope your mind will get it. Your soul will stop it. Your brain, your heart will be ashamed if you do such a murderous thing to an innocent little baby in your body. Now all of you have to stop murdering babies. Stop killing the innocent in war. Stop making war with humans and with animal people and with trees, with forests, with land. Do not destroy the land that you rely on to live. Do not do anything harmful to anything at all. Otherwise, we will have war again, and a bigger war nowadays. We have high-tech war even. They will kill all of you in an instant. And Hiroshima in Japan will be just a toy, a play toy, compared to the next war, it will come to that. And war will be. If we continue to kill and make killing energy all over the planet like that, spilling blood everywhere, instead of letting the rain god do his job to nourish your land. I'm not angry, I'm furious. I have excruciating pain in my cell every day. Even when I pretend to forget, even if I look away, even while I'm watching TV, looking at the news, it's always there in the back of my head. This pain is forever pain. Even if I don't have to look at the news, I don't have to know the war, the pain is there because the soul knows everything. Your souls also know everything. You just try to shut it off. Do not do that because you will shut yourself off from the kingdom of God, from heaven's blessing and benevolence, from protection, from the divine, to make you live well, healthy, live long, prosperous, and have peace in your life. Don't shut yourself off from all that is good for you, from God's grace, God's blessing, God's love, by doing everything that's against humane character, against your own better understanding of what it means to be the children of God. Please, save some time in your life, in your daily life, busy time, even a few minutes to pray to God, to make you understand, to make you be faithful to His love, to not ever forget Him. Otherwise, your life will be nothing. In the universal law, in the universal system of eliminating whatever's bad and sustaining and blessing whatever's good. That is the universal law, the universal automatic system. Or you can call it policy, if you want, if that makes you understand more. Just like in a country, the government makes laws. In any good country, they make laws to protect you, to keep you living well. Well, except for some corrupted leaders and corrupted government workers. But the law in the country is supposed to help the citizens, to protect them. In the universe, we also have this kind of policy, but much better, much more accurate, much more in minus details than the country's law. Because humans many are blurred to the truth. So they do things not according to the real law of the universe. They do bad things and hurt others, hurt themselves, etc. Yeah, the proof is now the animal. People, they can feel pain, they're kicking, they're alive, but you kill them, you murder them, you cut their throats, you chop their legs, and then just eat them like that. Oh, my God, yuck. Of course, we have done that because we have not realized the better things, the compassion that's inherent within us, because we've been blindfolded, we've been deafened by society. One infects the others and all do bad things. But please, from now on, change your life. Be a truly good human, a good child of God. Just stay away from all bad things. For yourself also. Not just, don't eat all the blood and flesh of other living beings. Don't chop down the beautiful trees which give you oxygen. But also don't take drugs, don't take alcohol, don't take cigarettes, don't take anything that poisons your beautiful, precious human being. Please, from now on, change your life. Be a truly good human, a good child of God. Just stay away from all bad things. For yourself also. Not just, don't eat all the blood and flesh of other living beings. Don't chop down the beautiful trees which give you oxygen. But also don't take drugs, don't take alcohol, don't take cigarettes. Don't take anything that poisons your beautiful, precious human being. Anything bad for you, stop it. Stay away from it. Anything good for you and for others, continue doing it. Do more if you can. That's the only way that you can survive this world. You can escape from Maya, brutal enchantment, brutal poisoning, and brutal clutches. And it's the only way you can go home, your true home, your glorious home, seeing yourself, your true self, with glorious, beautiful light all around you and everywhere. That's the true you, okay? Don't praise the angels looking beautiful. Don't praise saints and sages. Just be one. You don't even need to do anything to be a human. Just be a humane human. Just stay away from all bad things. Yeah? Respect lives. Not just your life, but all lives. And fear God. Respect God. Love God. Remember God. Every second of your life. You don't have to forsake your work, your business, your family, your wealth, anything, to run away in the forest to be a yogi or anything. Work with humans. Just remember God. Respect God. Be absolutely a humane human by respecting all lives, doing whatever good you can, and remember God at all times. I will personally rescue you if you are like that. If you are like that, if you're a humane human, even if you don't follow me, on your deathbed, if you just call my name, I will be there and take you out of hell. God knows it. All the masters, all the Buddhas, all the saints and sages know that I tell the truth. I promise you that. Just be a humane human. Do all the good that you can. Stay away from all the bad, especially the killing karma, okay? All right. Thank you for listening. And thank you for practicing what you know is the best for you. What's best for you, virtually, will be best for the planet as well. And of course, it's the best for your family, your loved ones, and yourself. Back to Taiwan a little bit more. I have cast a peace ring, peace circle around your country, around Taiwan. I've done all the best possible for peace in your country, to protect your country from war. But if your people continue to kill innocent animal people who are living sentient beings, and most of you are Buddhists, then you know there is karma. The worst karma is killing. And you know, the worst karma is killing beings, humans. But if you continue to do this, you also kill humans by giving sickness and trouble for other humans' bodies and beings, by giving them animal people meat to eat, or eating the meat yourself. All this collective killing karma will be upon you, not just by disaster to warn you only, not only by pandemic, but big war, and you won't win. And do not rely on Americans either. They can't protect every country at one time, and they don't have like limitless weapons or money to continue to support you. They don't have the manpower to bring all there to kill or to be killed just to protect a small island like Taiwan. And you know China, they don't have the mentality of leniency, you know that. So please, be vegan. All the leaders of Taiwan, make people be more lenient, be more compassionate, be more benevolent. I don't care if you follow Catholicism or Buddhism, both real doctrines teach people to be compassionate. So be vegan, all of you, and show the shining example of compassion, mercy, benevolence, according to God's law, according to Buddha's teachings. Show that shining example to your countrymen to follow. Don't buy more weapons. No weapons can kill karma, you know that. I'm sorry if I'm not polite to you or praising you. I do praise you. I told all my disciples, even openly before, that the government of Taiwan is good, no matter who became president or who is in the government. Maybe some change here and there, but all the Taiwanese system is good. The government takes care, really, of poor people, of people in need, and help other countries also in war, in disaster need, as much as they can. They're only a small island. I told people, I told my disciples, everybody comes to Taiwan has a good impression because I told them that your country is good, your government's good, generous and kind, gentle, peace-loving. They bring this impression of energy also back to their country. And they make their country also respect your country, your nation. But I can't help to erase all the karma if you continue to kill animal people, to chop down every day. Your country is famous for being not well also, the people. Because every time, every little sickness, they will jump to the pharmacy and take medicine. And you all know medicine doesn't cure all the sickness because of karma. And the more medicine, the more weak your body resistance becomes, and even bug resistance, bacteria resistance. But I am glad that your country at least have good doctors, good hospitals, good equipment, because your country is rich and can afford all that, and your citizens are well taken care of by the government system. And I'm so happy for Taiwanese people to have such a country, such a government system. Even if the opposition became president, at least they also do it the same way, you know, take care of people, take care of the country, and the country is prosperous and safe for now. With so many typhoons, earthquakes, these are just the outcome, the result of the killing energy that the country made by killing animal people or burning forests to seize land. I heard in Taiwan that, of course, your government forbids cutting trees to make farmland or to make building blocks of land. But people do it. I heard that they just burn the land. And then when all the trees are not there, are burned, so they will be allowed to take that land to do other things, like building houses, buildings, apartments, or make into animal people land, animal abattoirs, or slaughterhouses, anything. So it's not strict enough, the protection law in Taiwan for forests and the pristine virgin land of the country. You have to put more emphasis on protecting it. Pay more to protect forests and trees before your land becomes naked, bald, nothing there can live. Only animal people, factories springing everywhere. When I was in Taiwan before, I had only the Miaoli ashram in SIêU. Later on, I acquired another ashram in Pingtung, which used to be animal raising place. You know, they were raising some goats and then chickens and pig people. But later, the parents were not alive anymore, so nobody wanted to take care of that farm. Nobody could. There's only one son or something that was with the parents working in the animal raising place. And later, he alone could not. And then so the land was sold to us with still many chicken people, a farm kind of hut building in it. And then I made it to a living ashram, opposite of the business before. Then it was the only farm around there that I saw. And then we were there meditating, having retreats, and we even received the mayor of Honolulu, an American. He and his wife came to visit us personally, themselves. Yeah. And many of the government officials, mayors and maybe senators, and some people from government came there to visit us sometimes. So it was all good. And some years later, I came back. Oh my God, not only were we the only animal people, place that has been transformed into a spiritual place, but they sprung up all over around it, all over animal raising operations, pig, chicken, dog, people, or whatever not. So I cannot even stay in that Pingtong ashram anymore because it smells terrible. And if the government says, oh, we wash every day, but the government doesn't always come every day. They cannot check it every day. And it smells terrible. And I coughed. All this poisonous air, you know, make me cough a lot and have pain. So I had to leave. But the disciples in Pingtong still continue to meditate there. But they come only once a week, okay. Or maybe if they have a retreat for a couple of days only. Maybe they could bear it if they wear masks, if they close the windows. But this is suffocating. It's not a beautiful ashram that I made it into anymore. No more a beautiful spiritual ashram anymore. But in Taiwan, it's difficult for me to buy any bigger place and even have permission to build a temple or ashram for the people to come and practice benevolent energy anymore.